Hi Stage 3, welcome back. This is your second lesson in our series on THRASS for this term. Let's get started. We're going to have a look at the next 6 words in our list. The 6 words we're focusing on in this lesson are conservation, eradication, expedition, extinction, radiation, and station. What do all of these words have in common? Hopefully this is an easy question for you this week. Of course, all of these words end with the same phoneme sound, and that sound, of course, is shun. Now let's have a look at the THRASS chart to identify how the shun sound is created with grapheme choices. Let's take a look. I have highlighted it for you here. We can see that we've got up here in our, I call this consonant city, where all of our consonants live, or consonant phoneme sounds. Here we have the T-I, and you can see that that lives in the sh box. Okay, so here is T-I making sh. And then down here, down in Vowel Town, where all of our vowels live, we can see that there is a choice. The grapheme is an O. And the O is part of my favourite phoneme box on the THRASS chart, the schwa box. So the O is in the shun sound, is making a schwa sound, and the schwa sound is a bit of a fun sound to make. It sort of goes like So we can see that we've got sh, and of course the n, the consonant n, that rounds out that sound. When we put it together, we get sh, n, shun. I love that schwa. All right. What are the other grapheme choices that make this sh sound? Of course, we have sh, sh, very, very common. Most of the words that we know that have a sh phoneme sound have the sh grapheme choice. So shovel, shirt, and all sorts of words. We also have this interesting one over here, ch. And we find that not very often in words that have a sh sound, but we might find it, for example, in the name Charlotte. We find that sh sound there. But of course, our list words this week are focusing on a sh sound that is produced by T-I. Now, what you are going to do, very quick lesson this week, you are going to follow up with creating your thrashing out chart in your book, your table. So into your literacy book, turn it to the side if it's easier. You're going to draw up your table, and we know the table has 5 columns, 1 for word, 1 for thrashing, 1 for syllables, 1 for your definition, and 1 for synonyms. I've done the first one for you, conservation. And you can see that when I've thrashed out conservation, we've got one example of a digraph sound. A digraph phoneme sound is where 2 individual graphemes get together to form the one phoneme sound. So and sh here, as well as a digraph sound too. All the rest of them are simply graphs, single graphs. I have broken it into syllables, conservation, and I've identified that there are 4 syllable sounds. Remember, you need to do that as well. Break it into the syllables and count them as well. I've given a definition and some synonyms too. You need to do this task for all 6 of the words, all 6 of the shun words for week 2. And of course, your extension task, if you can do all of that, is to write each of those 6 list words in IPA. Good luck if you are choosing to do that, and good luck with the rest.